I'm Jewish and you're German.
I'm so sorry about that one. Oopsie whoopsie.
I want to get right into weird snacks with Nat. Snacks that are always in my pantry, always in my purse, always in my fridge, and see if you can handle them.
What's wrong with you?
It tastes like dirt.
It tastes like dirt.
Yeah,
it tastes like
it's dirt water.
It tastes like rock concentrate. I thought your snacks was gonna be like cute stuff.
Now you know not Russian women.
German is exactly like Russian.
Yeah.
Except for German is more gay. Volkswagen, like you American.
Volkswagen. Range Rover. Range Rover, yeah.
We don't say that word.
Okay.
We don't say that word.
We don't.
It's like saying Voldemort. Berlin is known for the nasty Tuesday afternoon techno gangbangs. Biggest misconceptions about you. People think I'm a douchebag boy.
That is wild because you're instantly so kind.
Bet you drowning in
That's so odd to me.
I'm like drowning? I mean, I was well hydrated, but drowning? I don't know.
Welcome to the Nitty Gritty, where we discuss whatever we want with whoever we want, and we get into the nitty gritty of their life. I have my friend Mario Adrion with us today.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, yeah.
Hello, yeah. Yeah, 9. So, I'm Jewish and you're German.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that one. Oopsie whoopsie. Can I get you anything? Do you want a water? Can I buy you something?
You have to say yes to my podcast whenever I say.
That's why I came here. I came all the way up here. I dropped everything else.
Yeah, you drove like 8 hours, I heard.
Because I had a non-Jewish friend who had plans with, and I was like, no, can't do that.
Yeah, no. Well, thank you for apologizing for the air. You're one of my favorite people. You are on tour right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Going everywhere.
Going
all
to
Tel
over
Aviv.
the world. Yeah, you've been to Tel Aviv, Israel.
Wild, yeah.
To tell me about other countries that.
Well, here's the thing. I'm going to Paris.
What?
And I make someone fun of. I make a living making fun of French people because I say French people. French people. And now I'm going there. So yeah, that's the place I'm most afraid of.
Yeah.
So if I don't come back, you know what happens.
Do you feel like you roast them the most?
I think so because sometimes you can. It's hard if you make too much fun of. Say if I randomly made fun of Indian people, it'd be weird.
Yeah.
But French people, it's this beautiful thing when you make fun of them. Everybody gets behind that.
Yeah.
Like everybody agrees.
Yeah, the language is so beautiful, but It
is, but they tend to be a little arrogant. And even French people agree, right? It's this beautiful thing where in Europe, we have a lot of differences, but I feel like once you dislike French people, everybody gets on the same page. And it's beautiful, whether you're Russian, German, we're all getting closer. And that's why I want to thank the French people. I think it's a beautiful thing.
French people. I don't like to stereotype, but like sometimes it fits the bill. This French guy, not to get deep, we want to be fun and positive, but this French guy called me huge to my face before.
Called you what?
Huge.
Huge?
Yeah, huge, like big.
Huge.
Like
oh, huge.
Yeah, huge.
Like not in a good way?
No, I mean, how could "Hey, you're huge" be a compliment?
Well, if he says like you have a huge butt or something,
and I was like, "Hey, can you go from a different angle? Like my legs look huge," because the camera was down here.
Yeah.
I was like, "Can we go?" I was like, "My legs look huge." He was like, "But your legs are huge, so I'm not sure what I can do to fix it."
That's so beautiful.
Starting off strong with stereotypes.
That's
French director.
A French thing.
So, but hey.
Yeah. But sometimes they're just
that,
like
it was his personality.
There are stereotypes. I hate to like put people in a box and stuff like that. But for French, there are stereotypes and there's a reason for them. You know what I'm saying? There's that bluntness with French people that they think they can get away with it because they have the cute accent. Yeah. Oh, your legs are huge, and we're supposed to be like, oh, that's cool, but
I was stunned. But to keep going with stereotypes, I want to get right into weird snacks with Nat.
Okay,
are you
cool.
hungry?
Yeah, weird snacks, yeah.
You hungry?
Not at all, but let's do it.
Yeah?
Let's
do
it.
So we're going to go through some of the snacks that are always in my pantry, always in my purse, always in my fridge, and see if you can handle them.
Okay.
You ready?
Well, let's see. Are they spicy or are they...
Oh, you're about to find out. They're all of the above.
Are they Russian? Some Russian... Oh, God, you have 2 bags full of snacks? All right, let's go.
We're going to do a little sample platter. So the first thing that's always in my fridge or purse are these beef liver bites.
Beef liver bites?
Yeah. So this is not actually dog food. This is always
beef. It sounds like a dog food or something. Joe Rogan would like the Liver King.
So it's half beef, Yeah.
You're a huge fan.
I'm a fan. He eats the organs raw. which has a lot of enzymes actually.
Okay, so you. Yeah,
so
okay,
I could have like
okay.
a little bite of a raw
All right.
organ, but I like it cooked. So I'm gonna have you try a piece.
This is what, sometimes, because I know you're Russian and sometimes I don't see you as that.
Yeah.
Because you're such a sweet person. But when you come up with the beef liver snacks that you always have,
This is
I'm
what
like,
will
okay,
make your
she is
skin
weird.
glow. Liver makes your skin glow.
Okay, cool. Well, perfect. God, all right. Epic with sea salt. It sounds like a caramel
They're really
snack with
high in
sea
vitamin
salt.
A, so that makes your skin glow.
I don't even know what vitamin A is. All right.
And that's like an energy pill in a.
So it has a strong aftertaste. Yeah, that's pretty horrible.
You think it's horrible?
I think it's great.
Never again, though, right?
It's not. This is liver. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it has the weird liver aftertaste. I don't want to be a
gamey,
weasel,
right?
but it's gamey. It's got a gamey taste. So you like this, or you just eat it for the health benefits?
I eat that for the health benefits because I can take it on the go and it doesn't reek. But when I cook liver, it's fire, like with onions.
No, cooked
and
liver is fine.
Tastes
because you
better.
kinda, yeah. This is just very dry and just a very intense liver flavor that
You
I'm
could
not
definitely
really.
give that to a dog, like for sure.
If you told me this was a dog treat, I'd be like, it's a little too salty for a dog treat, maybe, because I
Yeah.
know they can handle spice too much. But yeah, we're starting off strong with a very horrible thing you
You're
gave
a
me.
G.
So thank
You're
you.
a G for that.
Yeah.
Okay. In Russian, when it's pureed liver, we call it pashtet.
Pastet.
Pashtet.
Ugh.
What about in German? How do you say? Liver.
Leberpastete.
Okay.
We just say it more gay, You go pastet, we go Leberpastete.
You're like, Okay, this is from.
That's the true thing. My friend Bill has a joke about this. He says that like German is exactly like Russian,
Yeah.
except for German is more gay. And when you take away the gay, you speak Russian, and then you take away the gay, you're German all of a sudden, because there's
Yeah.
less. Both languages not very emotional, but
Right.
German a little bit more gay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Leberpastete.
Leberpastete.
Yeah, in Postil.
In my mouth. So when you were a kid, did you know you were funny? Or what were the moments that made you think, I want to be a comedian?
It's fun. It's interesting because there is no path in Germany. Everybody's an engineer or a techno DJ, so there's no direct path to become a comedian. There's no theater program in my school. I was from such a small town. Everybody's an engineer.
Or
All my
lumberjack,
friends,
right?
Lumberjack or engineer. Yeah, but everybody goes to college. They usually are studying engineering in
Okay.
my hometown because there's so many. There's Mercedes, BMW, all this stuff. So
Did you just say Mercedes?
Mercedes?
Mercedes.
Mercedes.
It's Mercedes.
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 Okay.
Mercedes. We've been over this.
Mercedes. We've been over
done
this.
before.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen?
Not a Foxwagen. No.
Volkswagen? Your cheeks just went like this. Volkswagen.
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 Volkswagen, like fuck you, America.
Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
Okay.
No, why you do the? You do the Russian.
Because
No, you're doing the Russian.
Volkswagen.
You do the
What about
Russian-
Range Rover? Range Rover,
We
yeah.
don't say that word.
Okay.
We don't say that
Okay,
word.
we don't
It's
say
like saying Voldemort. No, we don't mention that brand. No.
What about
Range Rover.
G-Wagen? Was that pretty good?
Well, G-Wagon. I think it's like G-Klasse. We call it G-Klasse.
Gay classic?
I think so. G-Klasse. Yeah.
Okay.
G-Klasse. Mhm,
G-Klasse.
mhm, G-Klasse. Mhm.
And then
You gotta
Lamborghini
say
is
a
just
bit more like
Lamborghini.
you'll speed a little bit more. G-Klasse. Mhm,
Gay classic.
mhm, yeah, G-Klasse.
Yeah. And then Lamborghini, right?
Well, it's an Italian brand, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We say Lamborghini.
Lamborghini.
That's good. See, there we go. That's
Yeah.
the best one. You're the best at the Italian brand.
But it's actually Lamborghini.
Lamborghini. Lamborghini.
Your Russian is great.
I think Russian, you just got to be like. Yeah. Every language has kind of like their own. Like French is just all like, and then Russian is all like.
Yeah.
And French is like up here in the shoulder.
Say nuda.
Nuda?
Yeah, not nuda, like you're going to get nude. Nuda.
Nuda.
There you go. That's pretty good. But let's go back to the story.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
Я не знаю.
What was the story?
About you being funny as a...
Oh yeah, right. And then there's no path for it. But then I hosted my uncle had a 50th birthday party, and I was the person to host that party. And we had some people, like my cousins, did a little dance number, a little singing number, and I was hosting the whole thing, and I loved it. But then there was no place to pursue it, and I saw comedians on television a little bit. We don't have stand-up in Germany; it's not a big thing. We don't have like our Eddie Murphy or anything like that. There was like a big stand-up in Germany. But we had something similar, like people who were just making funny, appearances on TV. And I was like, oh, I could do that. But then I never thought there was a path for me because there was no example. I didn't grow up in New York or in Berlin even where there's a path. So then I had to go become a model, be fed up by the industry, wanting to express myself more creatively, to then over time get from modeling into acting, get into improv, and then from there get into comedy.
Wow.
So it took a lifetime. But the impulse and the desire and the dream was there when I was 5 years old.
You felt it.
I felt it.
And you made your friends laugh at school?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was funny, but not in a loud way. I was not attention-seeking loud.
Maybe more in an intellectual way?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did like the attention from that because I love making people laugh. I think that's
and our parents
always...
didn't hug us, so...
They didn't hug us.
We needed...
So that's the way you get love. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's crazy. Sometimes you have this spark and then I didn't follow it because I wanted to fit into the expectation because I did very well at school. So my path was clear. Go to school, I went to a math competition, believe it or not. Like I was a mathlete. Yeah, wow. I loved school. But then the expectation was clear. I did well in school. So they were like, oh, you're going to become an engineer. You're going to work for Mercedes. But then, here I am, being a comedian.
Comedians are very cerebral. I feel like you're a good combination of intellectual and silly and cerebral.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm leaning actually more into like a lot of historical stuff even and stuff like that. And I like it a lot.
That's good. Do you ever you have to fact check sometimes?
I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot about history and even geopolitics, and I like it. I like even crowd work a lot of times. It's just a lot of, because there's so many wars happening. So I like, it's just like.
Just get in there.
Oh, you're from Yemen. Oh, look at this,
Look what's
Ukraine.
Going.
Yeah. So.
Iran, what's
I'm
up?
leaning more into that. And that's something that I never thought I would. And I love it. I love being valued more for my intelligence than for my looks.
Yes. That's a great quality.
Yeah.
That's a great quality. I think people underestimate, I think it happens for men too, like pretty privilege, but like there's also pretty underestimated.
Yeah.
People sleep on you.
Of course. You get put in the box. I mean, same for a beautiful woman. You're like, oh, she's not smart.
Right. She doesn't
she doesn't need to be smart. She doesn't need to be funny. She's just hot.
Yeah.
So same for guys. And there is something to that, at some point I was like, why am I doing this? I could have just.
Do you have days like that still where you're like, when.
No, I love it too much.
You love it too much.
Yeah.
What's an example of something that's overwhelming to you about it? Maybe just the scheduling?
I have a great team now. I outsource so much, but the editing aspect is rough. And I have a
editing
whole team.
Your clips.
I have like 3 editors now. Like we're hiring a 3rd. But
wow.
that outsourcing is good because I used to edit a lot, and that was on top of writing. Writing doesn't burn me out. I can write every day, no problem on the plane. Leading up to my special is so beautiful because all I did was write comedy every day. I ran my hour in New York, like multiple times a night. And in the morning I woke up, took the notes and made the hour better and better and better and better and better. And that was amazing. Didn't burn me out. But once I came back here, I had to do all the editing for all this stuff and like the trailer for my go through all that stuff. And I'm like, ugh, because it's not part of my craft. It's part of the business behind it.
Yeah.
And I'm passionate about it in a way. But I just love writing way more than any of the back end stuff. And
I feel that.
Being in front of a screen is also, after a while, I'm just like, get a headache. And so,
yeah. What's the craziest audition that you've had?
I don't do acting really.
You don't?
I just got my first audition a few days ago for it was a pretty big movie with Cameron Diaz or something. But it was fun. It was a comedy role. So I did that one while I was on tour. And that's weird. Like,
you did it in the hotel room?
So much. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a lot of work. I mean, these auditions, I respect
a lot
actors.
Of memorizing.
I did some acting when I was younger, but then I quit acting completely because it reminded me too much of the modeling industry. And I think it kind of scared me because I was like, there's too many power dynamics. Let me do social media where I'm in control. Let me make videos online where I can actually be creatively in control and not having to please some casting director.
I think there's some crossover with modeling and
yeah, for
acting,
sure.
With the power
and modeling is a bit more sexualized, and I think now I'm growing into the place where I have more power just based on my profile growing, so that now I can do acting. I can approach it from a different perspective, not from this desperate guy who needs like to make money to live in New York when I was a model.
Totally. And you'll get direct offers just from who you are.
Exactly. So I think
people are going to write roles for you.
Yeah,
like,
and I'm happy.
I'm going to write you a role. Yeah,
let's do it. I'm down for acting. I just didn't like the industry and everything that it entails. But now I'm more open to it. So, yeah.
Yes. And I think after all this Diddy and Epstein, Weinstein stuff coming out, I already know the rules changed a lot even years ago. I think even before the Diddy stuff come out, I remember a big executive at one of the TV networks, I won't even name it, their new policy is
no more
their
baby
doors
oil.
are open. now in their offices.
Yeah.
And they can't hug colleagues like in the office workplace. So even if you're really close with your colleague, you've been working together 10 years, no hugging.
It's like my mom.
Yeah, I know. We need those. Well, don't take those away. Yeah, no hugging. And the doors open because they had some incidents of things happen, or they had an incident. I know you're curious which network, I can't say, but they had an incident of somebody coming in and fabricating something and saying that someone did something in a room. So now, I also feel like the opposite. Like if you're on a professional set, it's like very professional. They're like, "Are you comfortable with this? Like, can I tie your shoe? Like, can I touch your toe?"
Like intimacy coordinators,
yeah, and
all
I'm
this
like,
stuff.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Intimacy coordinator, and I always wonder about that in sex scenes with TV shows and movies. I'm like, it seems like the guy is actually getting aroused, especially if you're creating a chemistry with
it's method acting,
the other person,
you know. But is that? I mean, that's fine, I guess. If you,
I haven't done a type of scene like that yet. But I was curious about that.
Yeah,
intimacy coordinators. That's a whole job. Imagine you're like,
that's crazy.
Hey, what's you're at a party? Hey, what's up? What do you do? I'm an intimacy coordinator for HBO. That's kind of sick.
That is kind of crazy. Yeah.
You okay with this?
The heated rivalry thing and all that. Have you seen that?
Heated rivalry.
Heated rivalry.
With?
I haven't even seen it. Heated rivalry is like the gay hockey show.
Oh, I haven't even seen it.
Have you heard of it?
No.
You've not heard of this?
Heated rivalry? Do you guys know about this?
My God, no.
How many yeses? There's.
Yeah, no. Most people.
I've watched it 4 times.
Yeah. See? Oh my God! Yeah. Dude, it's like supposed to be.
It's the pop-up ad for Grindr.
It's about it's a Russian.
What network is it on?
Hockey player, and they're really gay, like really gay. And I've seen gay things, but like that is crazy gay, like really, like a lot gay. Listen, I'm European. My threshold for gay is pretty high. I've seen things in Berlin,
I
but
need to
that
check it
one.
out.
But like, I mean. If porn is here, it's like
Just a notch
right.
under it.
I mean, except for full. Yeah, it's
kinky.
And they were
Kinky,
whatever intimacy coordinator they had must have
They
been
were coordinating.
Yeah, they were doing something. Yeah,
I love that.
it was hot.
Ooh, that sounds spicy.
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't last long. It was.
Maybe this is your audition for season 2.
Jeez, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That was even listen. I've done a lot of things in my life, but I don't know if I'd become. I mean, never say never. You know.
Yeah.
But,
never say never.
But that was convincing. Are the guys gay in that thing? If they're not, one is.
One is bi, and the other two I don't think are.
Like, not sure.
That's good acting.
Yeah, but they are actually trying to all keep it mysterious.
Yeah.
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 I got to check it out now. I'm so curious.
Yeah. You watch on the plane. That's wild.
Have you seen it on a plane?
No, it's not on the plane, but I've seen people on iPads
on their phones.
watching,
Wow.
because it's a big show right now. Yeah.
Okay, I got to check it out.
Yeah.
So you're currently on the Superior Comedy Tour
Superior.
all over the world.
Yeah.
I saw you did a Sydney Sweeney Good Jeans parody. Hilarious.
Yeah, I'm glad people, like, some people didn't get that one. So here's the issue. Like, you know, Sydney Sweeney did the jeans ad for American Eagle, where she's like, oh, I have great jeans, all that stuff, you know?
So much controversy.
And I thought it was funny, you know, and I thought the controversy was kind of funny. So then she, you know, she's blonde hair, blue eyes, all this stuff, you know, very German looking. And then she has this ad where she basically holds on, like she's topless, and she has like the jean jacket right here, and her legs are dangling up in the air. So I recreated that for my show flyer. But so many people didn't get that it was a reference. So it just looks like I'm, for no reason, on a show flyer with my boobs out and just like looking at the camera very seductively.
With your boobs out. Did Vita help style that?
She did not. No, I came up with it. No.
Wow.
I put on my little jean jacket and stuff like that. And, you know, I did it.
Wow,
There's not much styling. I was mainly, you know.
That's true. You were mainly naked.
Jeans and, you know. But,
for those of you that don't know, his wife is a stylist. She's amazing.
Yeah.
She does help you put together outfits for your tour?
She does, yeah. She had me find an aesthetic. Like, we're going for this. I just went to Adidas in Portland.
Adidas.
Yeah, it's not Adidas, it's Adidas.
No, it's
Adidas. If you take anything away from this podcast, that it's called Adidas. Yeah.
That sounds way too serious.
Brand. It's like this, you know, I'm not obsessed with fashion. Like I worked in fashion as a model, but I was never a fashionista. I just like, you know, fun clothing, but I like the whole Adidas retro vibe, that kind of thing we're going for, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. And very tight soccer jerseys. I want to get a vintage soccer jersey from every city I perform in.
That's
so when I go to
sick.
like Belgium, in Antwerp, I want to have like a Belgium team that's or
that's
Ajax
dope.
Amsterdam for when I go to Amsterdam. And yeah, I like
Ooh.
sports a lot. So,
I like that.
but tight. Yeah.
So I know you want kids.
Yeah.
I feel like, especially in our industry, it's happening more and more in other industries. People don't believe in marriage or they don't want kids. And I think that's especially prevalent with comedians, don't you think, more than ever?
I think
just
so.
not being interested in having kids.
I think so, yeah, because it's a pretty solitary industry. But I think the best comedians probably have a strong family foundation. Because it can be a pretty lonely industry and it can pull you into a weird direction if you're just on the road.
And if that's all you do.
If that's all you do. And also, I think family is such a great thing to exploit for comedy.
I never have writer's block. I used to be like, what should I write? It's like endless. Like
Right.
you said. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that's an interesting thing because like some of the biggest, I mean, Nate Bargatze is the biggest comedian in the world right now. And he's,
Has a family. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's people who are, I mean, really stable mentally. And I think a family is just a beautiful thing. And I think the people who are at the end of the day the happiest and the most stable will also make the best long-term careers in comedy.
I believe that. And it doesn't mean you have to have kids. It's just having that family.
Yeah. However that looks for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to this executive who's super high up in the industry. I mean, manages all A-listers. And this was years ago. And I had this really candid conversation with him. And it was before I had met Andrew. And I was like, I really want to have kids. And I kind of went on this rant. I'm like, I'm so busy right now. And then I'm traveling. And he was like, you need to live your life. Do not let this industry be your number
He's
one.
probably seen it a lot with people
He's like,
that he works
live
with.
your life. Have your family.
Yeah.
It will be here.
Yeah.
It will be here. I think I had so much FOMO. Like we cannot, I mean,
Sure.
it is in my personality to like put work in front of everything. And I still have to reel that in. And I really prioritize work. It's such a big part of my identity. But to hear somebody in a really high position like him, who's really experienced, say like, go do your
because
thing.
what's it worth? Also, you want to share it. When you have success, you want to share it with people.
Yeah.
If you just share it with yourself. And I've had some of these moments where when I first started YouTube and I surpassed like a big milestone, like 1 million followers or something, and I was just in Bali. I mean, it sounds very douchey now, but like
you're sitting
and
there.
I was just in Bali at this villa, and
it went from 999K.
This fruit platter. No, but it was true, and there was nobody really. It was cool, but I came off this high of filming this thing in Indonesia and stuff, but then I remember I got a little sick, and then it was all gone, and then the videographer left, and I was just at this villa in Bali alone. And I was like, dang, I feel like empty, So
you see the 1M, and then you're like, I wish I could hang out with someone right now.
Hey guys, crickets. Yeah.
Ja.
Yeah.
Ja is
lonely.
in German, right?
No, ja is no ja.
Ja.
Ja sounds like Portuguese or something. Ja.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we talked about like validation, right, from the comedy world.
Yeah.
Do you think that men need more validation than women in general?
I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I think we both need validation. I think women. Interesting. I think men are less. I would say generally men are, and here's the thing about masculinity, right? A lot of people sit on masculinity, and I think we should be more vulnerable and all this stuff. But there's a beautiful thing about men that we often are more stoic, and we need less people. We can be better alone, right? But then women are better at other things, like and being nurturing and all this stuff. And I think by nature, I think women probably need more validation, but men need some of it also. And
I think you guys need appreciation.
We
which
need
is
appreciation
maybe two different
or
things.
respect.
Yes.
Maybe respect. I wouldn't say like men. We don't need to be affirmed. It's also about different things. I think men need to be affirmed that they're men.
Yes.
Women maybe need to be affirmed more that they're beautiful
And more emotional qualities. I think acknowledgement. Maybe acknowledgement.
Yeah. I think we need different things. Not to say that it's not nice getting a compliment from I always say this, like as a man getting a compliment, it's amazing.
And it's a little more rare. I think it's more natural to just say, "Oh, you're so pretty. I love your hair." But
for a woman,
yeah.
I think also there's inflation that's happening because as a woman you get many compliments. Often there's ulterior motives. Either it's like some fake girls give each other compliments all the time.
Oh my god, I love your skirt.
Yeah, I love this, I love that,
skirt.
right? Guys give you compliments because maybe they want to hit on you. So there's an ulterior motive. If I as a guy get a compliment from a straight dude, it's incredible. But my favorite compliment, I thought about this a lot. There's levels, tiers of what compliments mean. A compliment from a gay man is amazing, but there is maybe an ulterior motive.
That's the most valuable.
It's not the most valuable because it's not the most rare. If you get a compliment from a straight dude, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
You know, some dude, black dudes, dude, I'm gonna retire.
Oh, I'm hot. Yeah.
For me though, black dude, I love it, man. I
Yeah.
love it so much, right? Lesbian.
Oh,
When I get a compliment from a lesbian,
you lit.
because lesbians are not as nice as gay men traditionally, right? Gay men are super nice to other women. You get compliments from gay men, I'm sure, all the time.
Yes.
Lesbians, I hate men
Come
for
to
the
think
most
of it,
part.
I need some more lesbian
So if I get a
compliments.
lesbian to compliment me, it's the most genuine. There's no ulterior motive. She genuinely doesn't want to like me because I'm a man. I'm a straight man or
There's no
whatever.
motives.
So if I get a compliment, it means a lot. So yeah,
There's
I love
levels
it.
to this shit.
Yeah. We need to give each other more compliments
Yeah.
as men. I think you make the world a better place.
Lesbians, get at me. And not
Yeah.
for that reason. But
Wow.
yeah.
All right. You're gonna, they will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when I first met you, you were on stage, I think with your shirt off at the Improv. And Vita, I don't think your wife told me that you were together yet. And I was like, oh, I like him. You know, you were like dressed up, I think, in some funny outfit. And I was like, oh, is he gay? Like, I want to be his friend.
What's gay about that?
And I still want to be your friend.
Yeah.
But yeah, exactly.
I was wearing a
you're really
golden,
handsome.
I think I was wearing a golden Borat suit.
Yeah.
You
Was
know,
it
the
that night?
mankini? I think so, because when I first started comedy, the thing is I used to do modeling when I was younger,
Mm-hmm.
and then I got into comedy, so I had this belief system for modeling that I had to take my pants off to be successful. So then when I did comedy, my first show at the Laugh Factory was, I had this bit where I'm saying, I want to make America, I want to make Speedos great again if I
Yeah.
become president. And then I ripped my pants off, and I was standing on stage with an American-flag Speedo and my pants off, and I got a huge applause break. And then I realized that I still had 7 minutes left. So then I'm standing there, and I was new to comedy, and I was like, hey, what do you do for a living? With my Speedo out, you know, with my bulge. And so that was a learning process where I learned that that's a closer, and that was the beginning days, yeah.
So you didn't have material after that, did you?
Well, I did have jokes, but it's just weird going into, I'm in my Speedo now, people are looking at my bulge, I'm a
Yeah.
little self-conscious, the AC is on, it's not looking happy down there, and then all of a sudden these people, and then I'm supposed to go into, so my mom in Germany, she never told me she loves me, you know, because and then now go into material, it was a little strange, but
Yeah.
you know, you live, you learn. So now
Lesson
I
learned.
take off my pants at the end of the show.
Yeah,
That's
at
how
the
I
end of the
close
show.
now. Yeah.
And at the end when we're done filming, because we get Diddy in here sometimes.
Good. That's why there's an entourage of 7 people in here. I'm like, okay, cool.
Next
Can't wait.
snack. It's I guess it's not a snack, it's more like a shot. This is actually from Erwan. Have you heard of shilajit?
Shilajit?
Yeah.
No.
So
Shilajit?
I think I'm pronouncing it right. Yeah,
Is
shilajit.
that, so that's not a Russian thing though?
No, so this is
Japanese or something?
it's actually from the Himalayas.
No way.
Yeah. So many trace minerals. I think that I like all these earthy, unique things. Like
Yeah.
I would eat sand if somebody said it was good for you.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
look like a psychopath right now. You know, just like these earthy things like the sand.
You ready
You're a
to-
psychopath. I
you
thought
ready
your
to try?
snacks was going to be like cute stuff like, hey, try some Fruit
No.
Loops. Try some, you know, Twinkies. And you go like, here's some beef liver. Here's some mountain rocks.
Yeah,
Concentrate.
this is the stuff that I have, you guys. I've never done Botox. There's a reason why.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready to try some? I'm just gonna pour it in here for
I
you
guess. Why do we pour it in here? It seems like
because I want to drink from
we're
here.
mixing it. Okay, cool. All right.
Is this enough for you?
I guess. I'm sure it is.
Let's
now
do it-
it looks bigger now than but
Let's
I know
do it
it's-
like a shot
All right.
together.
I trust you a lot.
I don't
the fact
drink.
that I'm doing this is kind of wild.
Is
I'm
it?
glad there's witnesses. 'cause
This is actually this. How about this?
Yeah.
Everything that I show you is actually what I say it is.
Okay. All right.
Cheers.
Okay. How do you say it?
Na
Nazdrovje. Prost.
Shilajit.
Shilajit. What is wrong with you?
It tastes like dirt.
It tastes like dirt.
Yeah,
it tastes like
it's dirt water.
it tastes like rock concentrate.
It is.
You know how like when there's rain, which there isn't a lot in LA, but when it rains, you have a smell.
Yeah.
If you take that smell and put it in a bottle, that's what it is. It's
tastes
like
like
that
rainwater a
smell
little
of
bit, too.
rainwater and rock. Yeah.
So this comes in like a honey paste where they add sweetener,
It's a
and then
weird
people take
aftertaste.
that when they're sick. But this is straight up.
It's-
This was $7 at Air One.
7 is actually not bad. I thought this is like
Yeah,
18.
but for a shot, 7.
You know,
is
in Air One, it's wild. They have the first. This is the most LA thing I ever witnessed when I went to the Air One in Venice.
Mm-hmm.
When I lived in Venice, when I lived on the west side, and then I just had gone to Burning Man, and there's like, you know, all these spiritual things. So there was a bottle of water, Air One.
Yeah.
That was $25.
It was that
Blessed water.
special oxygen one, I think.
It was blessed.
Oh
So the selling point is that that the healer blessed the water. And then I wondered, like, do they have a conveyor belt where like healers are just like at the same time doing it? But 25 only in LA will you find $25 blessed water. You know.
The nice thing about Air One is you get $2 back for that bottle.
Yeah.
But then they keep me addicted and coming back.
Right, because you got to come back smart actually. Well, same in Germany. In Germany, where we have Pfand.
Pfand. Does that mean when you bring something back, you get some money?
Yeah, I know it sounds like a hate Pfand. Yeah, it's and every bottle has Pfand because Germany is very environmentally friendly. All that.
So you
stuff,
could just take. You just had a plastic water bottle. You just go somewhere and get some Pfand.
Yeah, cans.
Like some cents.
Cans too.
Oh, I like
and Germans
that.
are serious about that. If you leave a bottle, it's a crime. If you leave a bottle and you put it on at a train station or something, and you put it down there and you leave it, you are a fiscally irresponsible human being because you're wasting 8 cents.
Would somebody come and find you? But like in terms of getting in trouble,
they do find you. They put you in a little recycling camp.
Don't talk to me about camps.
To make sure that no, but it's a big thing in Germany, and I think
I like that.
Yeah,
I've been to Germany once. It was beautiful and clean, and I only experienced one city, but
which one was that?
Munich.
I was gonna say
it was beautiful.
Yeah,
I want to see more.
Berlin is a bit more underground.
Where you're from
more
is a smaller
techno.
town.
Yeah, that one's very clean. It's it's like how would you imagine like a fairy tale kind of place, but there's nothing going on. But then when you go to the bigger cities, then I went to Berlin and it's not clean
because it's more touristy and
it's not only touristy, it's nasty. Berlin is underground. They eat beef liver at the techno clubs. That's all they just they don't. Yeah, it's wild. It's very Berlin is not like Germany at all.
So there's not like a Bel Air of Berlin somewhere where you can like.
Well, there is. When you go outside, there's like a place like there's a lake and there's like some nice properties. But Berlin is known for the nasty Tuesday afternoon techno gangbangs. You know, like the real
all-nighters, all of it.
But like. Really.
So if I don't party, I'm sober. Like, would I not have much to do in Berlin?
Well, I think Berlin is a great city if you like history and stuff like that. I think it's a great city. It's my favorite city in Germany, maybe in Europe. Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
It's on my list. I'd love to see more of the world.
Yeah.
Well, you're about to see more of the world. Let's keep going.
Jeez. Okay.
Let's see. So we can't do this from LA and not do quintessential kale chips. I gotta like just
okay. So that one I'm more behind.
Yeah. Let's do these
now
ranch
we're moving away
Air
from the Alpha
One
Russian
kale chips. Okay, and then we'll do. I think you're gonna like these. I gotta give you a break from weird stuff, and then we're gonna go back to weird.
This is like LA weird though. This is You should try. You should try some of the Swedish stuff. Some of the surströmming, like the fish that's. Fish, like basically rotten fish. It's like fish and brine. It's horrible. It tastes like it's the most intense smell. Like when rotten egg, like that smell, it actually hurts your nose. The nitrogen or whatever it is, the chemicals released.
So it's like a sulfur smell.
Horrible. Yeah,
like eggs smell like a fart.
It's a bit worse. It's actually people throw up from eating it. So that's something you would like. I think like that's something. It sounds like something you would like. Okay, so what's the white stuff on here?
Well, they're trying to make it like ranch flavored. So
ranch is one of those things in America. I don't know what ranch is. What even is ranch? Like nobody can give me an answer what ranch is.
I feel like it's very dilly. You know, Russians love dill. Very dilly. Very dilly concentrated.
Dilly.
You see the flakes of dill. You see the flakes of pepper. It's like a creamy white, like sour creamy buttermilk. I feel like there's a little bit of lemon.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Cream. Like, it's so thick and dilly.
Yeah. That's the vaguest thing I've ever heard.
Thick and dilly is all I need. Yeah.
Just dilly.
Buttercream and buttermilk, and I want to make my own.
Because it's funny because a lot of people are always like, a lot of people don't want to get the vaccine because they don't know what they're putting in their body, which is totally your decision. But then you can't eat ranch either. Yeah. Because you don't know what you're getting in your body regardless.
Yeah. I like to make my own dressing, but you already know that about me with all the shit that I have in my snack pack.
You make like the beef liver dressing, like a nice little beef liver salad dressing.
Yeah. Oh, Caesar with anchovies.
Just some beef liver, some frog legs, some little,
little escargot,
some little Siberian mountain lion. Yeah,
I love. My favorite is sheep kidneys. They taste like meat. They're like meatballs. When you cook them, first they start up like flat. It looks like a kidney. It's like flappy. And then when you cook it, it's like magic. It becomes like a meatball.
You said it like it looks like a kidney, like it's the most relatable thing.
It looks
guys,
like,
when you hold a kidney, when you just hold the kidney, it's like floppy a little bit. Then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's so delicious. And then it's like a meatball. It's like a kotletka. По-русски это kotletka. Have you ever had it? You know kotletka?
Kotletka.
Like Russian, like a meatball.
No.
Okay.
Like shitbular, but Russian.
We'll have kotletka next time.
Kotletka. Okay. Yeah. We'll have the kotletka.
Kotletka.
I just ask people what ranch is. They could never give me an answer. You know?
Not bad, right?
This is the thing about America, though. It tastes nothing like kale.
You don't think so?
No, it tastes like ranch. There's just like the texture of America's good at intense flavors and stuff like that. You know?
Yeah.
It's
So
not
ranch
bad,
isn't
though.
as big in Germany, or it's not even a thing.
No. What do we have? We have senf, mustard, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No,
Let's see what else I got.
it's good though. I mean, this is nice. I don't think this is healthy anymore because that's what happens when you have. Oh, it's kale, but then it has.
Still healthy.
You think so?
Yeah. Okay, so since we had, let's try bison jerky. Have you had bison? This is really good. This is actually tasty.
Isn't that what people in South Africa eat?
You know what?
Biltong?
Maybe. Yeah.
Is it biltong?
It's yeah. This is Korean barbecue flavor.
All right. Do you like meat?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Me too. Yeah.
Try that.
Yeah.
And then we'll do
All right.
some other things.
This is the most alpha things. Like I really, because you're such, you're such a. I mean, you're all Russian, but still, you're such a girl, And then sovereign warrior.
Wait till you see how spicy I eat. That's a whole other episode.
Oh God, I can't
eat
eat spicy.
spicier than anyone you know.
I cannot eat spicy
I
at
put
all.
my money on that. That tastes a lot better than the liver.
Oh yeah, it's like Korean. See, this one's a little kinky. It's got a little pear, a little Korean, a little lime. I like it. Yum yum.
Yum yum.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
I wonder why people think I'm gay. I'm like yum yum. No, this is good. So wait, why do you eat so much? Like, is that part of your diet? You just like the meat stuff?
Well, that's more for when I'm on the go. So this is like in my purse and when I travel. I travel
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah,
So I got to
same.
find like stuff that, I'm not going to bring sardines on the plane. I eat sardines a lot. That reeks. So I have to find stuff
If
that's
you
like,
bring sardines
No.
on a plane,
no, I've thought about it. And then I'm like, maybe if I had the
you can
first
get
class.
away with it probably because you're a woman and you're beautiful and all
They'd
that.
be like,
but
she's a weirdo.
you-
If you had the solo first class seat where you didn't have a neighbor, you could pull off sardines. I've thought about it.
Yeah.
He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
No, that's
Okay.
I used to when I was modeling. I was very broke, so what I would do is I would always bring. Cause I was on a very low fat diet, which in retrospect was not the best, but I was in very good shape and stuff, and this is my job. And then I did. I always brought cans of beans, kidney beans. And because I was so broke at the time when I was in New York and I go to nice dinners with people and I couldn't eat anything there, so I'd go to the bathroom and I would take the can of bean that I always had with me because it's so cheap. A can of beans is like a lot of calories and a lot of like protein and carbs, but it only costs like. And I went to this Polish supermarket that I would walk to, and every week I would pick up like literally 20 kilograms,
for
like
60
40
cents.
pounds. Yeah, 60 cents a can, and that's what I would eat all day. So I always had cans of beans with me, and sometimes cans of tuna, and I would just eat them raw
You were probably
with a carrot.
so fit because
Yeah,
you
but it
weren't
was not
getting
healthy.
preservatives. So wait,
Yeah.
walk me through. You're at a dinner with people,
Yeah.
and then you're just like, "Oh, I'm not hungry." You would sit there.
Yeah, I would just order appetizers because that's all I can afford.
Oh
you know?
wow, that's a grind.
'Cause
And
it's
then you would
'cause I'm
go to
from
the
a small-
bathroom.
Just for context, I come from a small town called Abisbach in Germany. Look it up. And it's a town of legitimately 800 people. So how much people make is it's in no comparison. I would get dinner in Berlin, even in Berlin, Vietnamese food for lunch. It was like €6, and then I go to New York at a restaurant where you pay 25 for like a little appetizer that's like 2 little pieces of tuna.
It's insane.
So I would just get like the cheapest thing on the menu and then just
Yeah.
eat that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I just couldn't, and I needed to eat healthy, and to eat healthy in America, I think America has some of the amazing food if you have money. If you're poor, American food is horrible.
Yeah.
That's
I
the
think
issue.
if you don't have money, there's a smart way that you could eat healthy. Like I remember when I was in my 20s and didn't have money, I would get the sardines because they were like cheap. They were like
Yeah,
at that time
yeah.
$1.50. I would get
Yeah.
canned tuna like you. I would get a lot of chickpeas and beans.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, I was on that grind too. I didn't eat in the bathroom at dinners, but
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that's
And
the
how
grind.
does it feel like now you're headlining on a world tour, selling out? Like you
Yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
Are you like,
No.
are you in awe of yourself, or are you like more glass half empty? Like I need more.
No, I don't need more. I'm happy with what I have, but it's like it's never for me. It was never. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm just happy doing comedy, and it's never like financially was never an issue. I was never worried about money or anything, which is weird. I
Yeah.
had a weird relationship with money. I never cared about money, but I was never worried. I was always. I know I'm going to find a way to make money.
You're like, it's gonna work out.
You know,
Yeah.
but I was still very conscientious because I grew up with my dad's a chimney sweeper, okay, in Germany, and my mom was basically she makes Christmas wreaths
Wow.
for she's basically a lumberjack in a way. So I grew up with those like that background.
Why
so
doesn't
that
she make menorahs?
because we By the way, we'd love for the Jews to come back. I think they'd have a great time. Truly, Germany is beautiful now. And I do think we really love the Jews. It's a thing that people always say, there's obviously, it's true. We have not as much knowledge about Jewish culture even. We have a lot of knowledge about the Holocaust.
But didn't you say you had a lot of education about it in
so
school?
much education, but not culturally.
I have friends that are Jewish that live in Germany. Like,
there are some.
Yeah.
In my hometown, there was nobody. But there is, it's interesting because we have so much knowledge about the horrible things that happened, but then we don't know what, like, a menorah is or a dreidel is really.
Yeah.
Because there's no cultural crossover. We don't know what bagels are.
Yeah, and lox. You didn't know what lox was, right? Till you got to here.
We have lax.
You do?
We say it Lachs. I actually thought it was a German word. Because, it's Yiddish, so like a lot of words are the same.
Yeah.
And to be fair, a lot of the food that, that I now find in Jewish culture, like matzo ball soup, my grandma made that. She's not Jewish, but it's a German food also.
Yeah.
So we had that stuff she's from East Germany.
Yeah.
And then their city was bombed in the war, and then they fled to West Germany. And all the food she has was more Polish influence.
Wow.
So a lot of it was what I now find at delis here, like Cantor's Deli or Cat's Deli or something like that. Yeah.
I love Cat's Deli. Something else that I do that's interesting is cilantro chelation. I think I'm saying that right. So I eat a ton of cilantro, and then 30 minutes later you take chlorella tablets, and it helps pull like toxins out of your body. I do that too.
You sound like a junkie, and I crushed it. Yeah.
Well, that brings me to maybe the last snack. There's so many options, but maybe let's do one more. I want to see if you've had this growing up.
Oh, God.
It might smell a little.
Oh,
I don't want to mess up.
Gefilte fish?
No.
Oh, thank God.
You're close.
Thank God.
Okay,
Gefilte fish is one of those things that...
All right. In Russian, this is called...
Oh, no.
Always in my fridge.
She brings a bowl. Oh, no.
It's called selotka.
Oh, no.
Selotka. Did you grow up eating this at all?
Sir, definitely not.
Do you know what it is?
Oh, God. Is it fish?
It's herring.
Oh, well, maybe. Depends.
You ready to try a piece?
Sure. Oh, God, I didn't know that was going to happen.
Okay, I got to be careful with our... I'm gonna do it
I will say that your snacks are I thought it was going to be... By the way, there's nothing sweet so far. Everything you've given me, I thought it was going to be some cute snacks, some rainbow. No, I don't need sweet. I actually prefer it this way. My expectations were very different, This is like
This is always in a Russian's fridge. Selotka.
I can't believe this... And people wonder why Russians are so depressed. Like this.
That's why it's called weird snacks.
The cuisine is so sad.
Did you just say people
here, Americans get Twinkies, and you guys are like,
so
here,
good.
have some
Do you see how much dill? We love dill.
Dill-lushka.
Russians love dill.
My grandma also used to love dill because that's the Eastern,
I could eat that all day with potatoes.
Oh, it's like vinegary.
And you're supposed to eat it cold. You like it? It's like sashimi for Russians.
I'm actually not mad at that. Yeah, I thought it was going to be way fishier, but it tastes like dill and pickle.
Yeah.
It tastes like pickled fish.
It's a pickled fish.
Yeah.
You're not mad at it. So
No.
like with potatoes and smetana with sour cream.
Oh my God.
How do you say sour cream in German?
Saure Sahne.
Saure Sahne?
Saure Sahne. Yeah.
That's pretty badass. That sounds like a rapper or something. So, okay, I'll show you. We don't have to try it, but this is one of my favorite chocolate bars.
This might have been my favorite, actually. The herring.
You like it?
I was expecting, when you said fish, I was like, oh boy.
This is from New York. It's called Fleur de Hell, and it's super spicy chocolate. So it has like ghost pepper in it.
Okay. Ghost pepper?
Yeah.
Let's try it.
You want to try it?
Hell yeah, I like chocolate. I don't like, here's the thing though. Do you eat spicy?
I love eating spicy.
But in Russia, usually there's not as spicy, right?
I don't know dishes that are super spicy. It's just me. I add spice to everything. So here, I'll give you a piece. I'm not going to have some now because dark chocolate gives me a lot of energy.
All right.
So how's this? Is this big enough?
This is good, yeah.
I'm like, this is my favorite, so I don't want to give away.
Is it like really the go? Because one time I tried one with Carolina
I'll read the
Reaper.
ingredients. Chili flakes, Fleur de Hell salt, sea salt, and ghost pepper. And organic cacao.
The ghost pepper is the one that gives me a little bit of anxiety.
But I think I gave you like the weak corner without a lot of spices.
The weak corner. Okay, let me try.
Yeah.
It's just kicking on my tongue is already hurting. Oh, this is a kinky one. Yeah. No, my tongue
It's
is
kinky,
already...
right? Spicy chocolate.
It's coming. Oh, it's like a little... it's like... Because chocolate's supposed to be like, nice and stuff. And there's a little like pain that I feel now in my mouth. Yeah.
I think that I'm no jokes aside. So when I was pregnant, you have all these doctor's appointments like constantly throughout. Every single appointment, I would check in and ask the same question. I'd say, I'm eating really, really spicy. Are you sure it's okay for the baby? And then they'd be like, it's fine. And I'm like, no. Like, I'm telling you, I crave like that fire. I crave, it's like I get endorphins from it.
Yeah.
And you know my hubby, Andrew.
Yeah.
He thinks that I'm missing something on my tongue or something because, not because I don't give him blowjobs anymore, but because I just like, I crave fire.
Yeah. Your therapist is going to be business for years.
Yeah.
I'm very happy. No, it's
We
good.
can't figure out why.
No, these are great. It was very spicy in the beginning, and this is not as bad. I thought it was going to be more painful, but
Yeah.
because I don't do spicy at all. I can't handle it.
Really?
Not even that the taste of it, but my stomach is such a weak German sissy stomach, such a weasel.
Yeah.
It can't handle it.
Wow.
Like my stomach would be like, if I have Mexican food, which I love the taste of, I barely can eat it because the jalapenos and the corn messes me up.
It just goes.
I always get like,
People talk about that. I've never experienced that ever.
I'm a sensitive. That's why I like, I like more meat. Meat is great. I feel like great about steak and all that. And that's my favorite thing in America, steak.
Now you know not to fuck with Russian women.
Yeah, no, there's some dark things that are happening. Yeah. This is weird.
This is weird.
But it started horrible, but I will say the chocolate and the herring are actually,
Fire.
I love chocolate. So this is
Fire.
not bad, huh?
We're going to put this to the side.
Wow. I should make you try some German snacks,
Yeah.
Oh, we have some very problematic ones. Oh my God.
What do you think? What?
Well, some of them are
I mean,
similar.
schnitzels, right? Schnitzel is German.
I don't know if it's called a snack, but it's like a meal. Yeah. But a lot of it is like similar to what Jewish people have, right? So
You have
we're more similar than we're different. That's the point I want to make.
Kapusta, sauerkraut. That's big for you guys.
Sauerkraut, yeah.
I love sauerkraut.
What then you'd love, yeah.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to sauerkraut stampfe.
What does that mean?
It's called when you make the sauerkraut, with my uncles we would do this, we would my uncle they would always have sauerkraut, right? And it's like raw and you ferment it for the winter because we ate very seasonally, and then would always have to like go to the barrel and like as a kid, you have like you put like gloves like things on, then you would have to like punch the sauerkraut and you would punch and you pop, and then you would like stamp on it because then it breaks up the sauerkraut and then it can ferment nicely. I grew up so rural. Yeah, it's crazy. I was a lumberjack kid. I got an axe when I was 5 years old, but I'm still not as alpha as you. No bison liver snacks for me. But
so, all jokes aside, we're friends, and it had me thinking, like, do you think that people can truly? And I'm not saying we have this. Do you think that just in general, with everything going on in the world, do you think people can be friends with different political views?
I always thought so.
Yeah.
But after living in America for a little bit, it's making it harder and harder to believe that. Because there's always an agenda, and it's really hard for me. And I was not used to this because in Germany we have 7 parties in the parliament, or one Führer, haha. But we have less of that division to where if you have a different opinion, it was never a deal breaker. It was like, oh, here's this different opinion in America. I mean, I have this joke where I say, if you don't want to get the vaccine, in Germany people are like, oh, he does not like vaccines. In America people are like, oh, I knew he hates trans people. It's like this crazy black and white thinking that I was just not used to.
And that's what I was curious about. If it sounds like it's not like that in Germany, and
it's getting there because we have a right-wing party now that's becoming more polarizing. So it's basically that party versus all the other ones.
Wow.
Whereas before it was like, there's one party that really represents a belief. It's not this black or white, there's 2 extremes. Because they're all brainwashed. Like if you watch CNN or Fox News, they're clearly so biased. But we had 7 parties. So one was a little bit more center. One was a bit more center-left. And they're all pretty, like, I would say, democratic parties at the end of the day. But there's different. One is more green, like more about environmental issues. And then one is more fiscally conservative, right? But then liberal and social issues. So there's just a bit for everything. And I think the nuance is lost here. Because it's like, are you us or them?
Yeah, it's like if you do this, it equals all of the other things in the category.
Exactly,
And and I have friends all across the board. And I genuinely think that if you're a mature adult, you can have genuine friendships and relationships.
Yeah.
But I've seen it all. I've seen people break up over political differences or
I've seen it in my wife's family and stuff like that.
Yeah, over vaccines
we
and
just
things
don't
like
bring
that.
it up. I can swing both. I can hang though.
Yeah,
I'm always like testing the waters, and then I'm like, oh yeah, hell yeah, and then I just adjust. When I do my shows in Florida versus Seattle, I can adjust a little bit. I want to, and it's never. The thing is, it's all such a fabricated thing because when I do comedy shows, my favorite thing about comedy is I have people, and sometimes I talk about politics. I'm like, hey, I have some people who voted for Trump, some people didn't. But at the end of the day, the cool thing is I make jokes and everybody laughs and it's all fake. Like those labels are not real because when we laugh together, I realize there's the connection in the room. Doesn't matter. First of all, not just about political views, but it doesn't matter what race you are. Doesn't matter what sexuality, political views. It's just it's cool bringing people together.
That's exactly. I feel like you and our fans are similar and they're very aligned where they're across the board, and I'm like, we're bringing people together. We're not isolating. Like I'll do my Trump impression. I'll be like, Bad Bunny was terrible. I didn't understand a word he said, and the whole audience is laughing. And that's some of
But I think that's what people sometimes get wrong is that when you make fun of Trump, I think Republicans love it too.
Yeah.
Trump is funny. You can't deny that. Like you can't deny that Trump's a weird fucking guy. Like you're living in a delusional world if you think that's a normal guy. Yeah. So I think we can all get behind that. And people like I did so many, what was very frustrating for me, I'm glad you brought this up. I did so many interviews with German news stations now because I kind of am in a way like one of the main German comedians in the US who is now dealing with Trump and like when Kimmel got canceled and all this stuff. So they were always asking me, hey, are you afraid to do comedy now? Are you afraid of making jokes about Trump? Are you afraid you're going to get deported? Truth is, I'm not, because I think making fun of Trump is it's a $1 billion industry. But what I did is I made these points. I said, yeah, it's scary that he creates this area of this environment of fear. But then I also made the counterpoint where I said, hey, to be fair, though, play devil's advocate. During cancel culture, I was afraid to do comedy and I was afraid to do certain jokes because I might get canceled because I misgender somebody or say something that doesn't align. Now, they completely cut that part out. They cut out the nuance because their publication leans more liberal.
Of your interview.
I've done several, and they want to cut out so it fits their narrative and confirms the bias of their viewers,
confirmation bias,
as opposed to giving them a nuanced depiction of a more complex issue. And that's what bothers me. And it happens on both sides, but that's what bothers me with the media and
social media.
Social media.
It's such a dangerous place.
Because you build a bubble and then you want to confirm their views, and if you don't, you get less views. So it's money driven. I can't even blame them. I get what they're doing, but it's still frustrating that like my thing, they did a whole report on me and on Trump. They asked me a lot of questions about him, and I felt like I gave a pretty nuanced view, but they edited it in a way where it was very one-sided, like very anti-Trump.
When you listen back, you were like...
And it didn't... I felt a little... It felt weird. I felt misrepresented in a way. And it also made me sad about the general media landscape and...
Yeah, I think that's part of going back to just getting along and confirmation bias. We're all putting each other in bubbles way too much.
Yeah, so
way
I'm
too
curious
much.
how you're going to edit this video.
How we're going to edit this one. So an interesting thing about both of us is we're both married and doing comedy.
Yeah.
So what are some things that I love your wife, Ida, do to keep your marriage successful while you're touring and traveling so much and just being in this crazy industry that we're in?
Yeah, it's a big challenge. Not going to lie. Traveling so much is rough for a relationship. Especially because my wife loves being at home. She loves being in LA. And I've always been like, I love traveling. I don't care about traveling. It doesn't burn me out at all.
Yeah.
But it is finding the balance. So now what I do, because my team, they're putting so many things in my calendar. Even now in LA, right? I have, this podcast and I have like meetings and all this stuff. So now I, at least twice a week in evening, I'm just canceling spots. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any spots. And I'm putting in my calendar. That's how...
So sometimes the show will already be on your schedule and you'll go to your team and say,
one of them I canceled because it was 2 weeks out. I was like, it's just too much this week.
You're like, let me hang with her.
For context, I just came back from a tour, filmed my special this month, and basically every day of January I was gone.
Wow.
Pretty much since January 5th I was gone until basically last week. And when I came back, my schedule was already full with these other things and spots, and there's just time to like, hey, stop and clear it out, and because I say yes to too many things. I'm a yes man. I'm a people pleaser. Yeah.
Same. It's hard. It's hard to, when you're in the moment, you're like, yeah, that'll work. And then when it rolls around, you're like, what have I done?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen a lot. And putting it in your calendar, it sounds cheesy to some, but sometimes you have to add it to your calendar to make it work. And then something that a couples therapist told us was, you're talking about tomorrow today constantly. That's what your relationship is.
Yeah.
You're already planning tomorrow today. You're constantly checking in, like what's going on next week, what's going on this month, and it's constant communication that you might not have been used to with like a less serious relationship.
100%.
Or even when you're single.
Yeah, and she doesn't love traveling. I sometimes was like, hey, just come with me.
Yeah,
but she doesn't want to go to Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying?
And then sit while you're performing.
Yeah, some cities she's down to go to, but you know, I couldn't sell her to go to, you know, freaking Arkansas or something. So she was.
But New York is hell yeah.
New York she goes, but she canceled Chicago. It's too cold for her. I was in Chicago. It was minus 15 degrees, the coldest day of the year in Chicago.
Wow,
which is wild. I've missed the cold because I grew up with cold in Germany, but I haven't felt cold like that in a long time. Where your face hurts. Like my face was numb. I didn't think I could speak anymore
when it's thawing.
Yeah. And it was like my face was actually numb from the cold.
I'm from Minnesota, so I know all.
I bet you do.
Year. Yeah. It's
but
wild.
I think it makes you stronger too. I think East Coast people are a little bit more. They work harder because, you know, if you don't work hard, you die.
Yeah.
In
New
LA,
York will kick you out.
LA, you're fine. You know. Yeah. It's like babe.
And what about, you know, you moved here, meeting friends? How do you make time for friends? Are you kind of like, I don't necessarily, I know you have a lot of friends in Germany.
Yeah.
You had it looked like amazing wedding. How do you feel about like being friends with comedians, being friends with?
Yeah. I mean, I have some friends that are comedians with me that like tour with me or open for me. That's cool to have these close friendships. I'm a big fan of bromance, by the way. I think male friendship is so important.
Yeah.
I think that's why a lot of men are so fucked up, and you know, there's like this male loneliness thing because like it's not about women, it's about male friendship, and I'm jealous of women because you guys can have such beautiful, deep friendships. So, but that's something I was also neglecting for a little bit because when I transitioned from being a model and YouTuber to being a comedian, it's rough. In the beginning, I was losing money on every show almost. I flew somewhere, you know, lost money. But there's this pressure to build this thing, right? So I would sacrifice and not spend as much time with my friends.
Like, I don't have time. But
there was definitely I missed out on a lot of work-life balance. So now and I'm very disciplined and all that. So sometimes when I'm hanging out with friends or you know, now I just started playing video games. By the way, I never played video games.
Wow,
I always thought it was a waste of time. But we're playing with some friends that are playing Super Smash Brothers like Nintendo, and I meet with them once a week when I'm here. And it's the most beautiful thing ever because we're just smashing, you know.
Once a week,
just smashing. Yeah, something
roughly.
Roughly.
Okay,
yeah.
that's a really good balance. I think.
It's cool because when I do that, I don't feel guilty. I'm like, no, I'm choosing this right now, and I see the value in it now. Before I was like, oh, I'm just wasting time. I'm not working. I'm not being productive. I don't work now. But now I'm like, hey, this is actually gonna make me more productive tomorrow, and it's gonna make me more, balanced.
That's excellent. I that took me a long time too, to always want to be productive. And then you see all these articles and quotes like your worth is not connected to how productive you are. You're allowed to just be. That's hard for me too.
But what about the baby now?
That adds another element. So it makes a lot less time to chill. And I think Andrew and I are constantly like talking about scheduling. There was one time I was like really overwhelmed and I was crying and I was like, we talk about scheduling more than we do anything. And I was like, all I do is talk about planning and I don't do anything, you know? And it was like this whole thing because we're traveling. We travel with the baby sometimes. Nanny comes sometimes, mom comes sometimes. So it adds another element to the table. And then sometimes when I get overwhelmed, I'm like, I just want some me time. But I chose to work for 6 hours that day. So that's what I chose. And I'm going to sacrifice my me time to relax. I can't. The other day I went to a Super Bowl party just for a little bit and I left early. I'm like, I need to spend time with my kid because I know this week is going to be swamped. So you're just constantly budgeting your time and putting it in different pieces.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. We're trying to have kids right now. So that's going to be an interesting development with that.
You can do it.
Yeah, because I was just like, when I started YouTube and stuff, I was alone Never had a relationship really. I was just, one time I got my heart broken by a girl in New York, and I was like, I'm just going to be alone forever. I wasn't even like, I was kind of like almost asexual. I wasn't even like hooking up. I was just like focused on my work.
Yeah.
And it was this crazy solitude. So to go from that to now, the pandemic changed everything because I met my wife, and then all of a sudden it's like, bomb. And then I never had an apartment even. Like I lived traveling the world. Like I did modeling and then YouTube. So I would, every 2 months I lived in a new country. Literally country. I would go from Bali. There was a home base in Indonesia I had. Then Berlin, Milan, New York. And then other places like Australia, sometimes Korea, Singapore for modeling. So I basically was always on the move, but it was just me with a camera and a laptop editing my videos at a coffee place or at an airport. It was the most solitude ever. Like it was the most, in a way, lonely. I mean, I met a lot of people, but never had close friendships or relationships. And then I met my wife, and then everything changed. And now I'm like, holy crap, I changed. Like, it's cool though. It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing.
You know, now I have a wife. We have a cat and a dog.
Yeah.
I have a plant.
Wow, you have a plant.
I have a plant.
You got to get that in your schedule.
Can you imagine?
You got to talk to that plant. You got to nurture it. You know all those studies where they say.
I'm sure, yeah, positive affirmations. You're beautiful.
One, they bullied the plant. One, they talked positively. The bullied plants withering.
I just don't talk to I can't say that I'm talking shit about, like, to my plant. I'm not being abusive to my plant in any kind of way. No.
I neglect one of our plants, and I'm not going to lie, you're not going to be surprised. But when I water it, I go, hey guys, sorry I've been away. I really do that.
For somebody who eats bison liver snacks, that's very surprising.
Animals and plants. I do eat meat, but I do love animals and plants. But yes, scheduling, baby. So you're trying to have a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's going to be an interesting lifestyle thing because on the one hand, I got to make money, right? And I'm sort of like the breadwinner in that sense. And when I make money on tour. So when I'm on tour, I make money. When I'm home, I don't make money. But when I'm home, I spend time with my wife. So it's like this equation I have to solve. And it's, I'm sure I'm not the only one in that situation.
Yeah. So many comedians have babies and.
Yeah. I fly all the time. I live on planes.
Yeah.
But here's the weird part. When I didn't have a home, I had this realization that I don't really have a home. Like there's no place where I feel at home. Because I lived in hotel rooms and Airbnbs, things I rented. And I was very good at moving on. But the one place I felt solitude and calm was an airplane.
That's wild. That's truly, the one place I feel the most anxiety.
This is what most people say. So in a way, it's perfect for me because truly there's still to this day, when the plane takes off, I have no internet.
You have that me time. Do you raw dog it?
I write comedy.
Okay. So you do.
I go over notes.
But it's on your phone.
It's on my phone.
Okay. You've heard of like this trend of raw dogging on planes?
People raw dog everything now. Yeah. The raw dog has got out of control.
It's got it out in control.
Yeah. But I semi raw dog it.
Okay.
You know?
That's semi. Because you don't buy, you're saying you don't buy internet sometimes.
I don't buy internet.
The internet went out.
I never buy internet.
That's smart.
Never. I've never done it.
Wow.
I didn't know you could until,
Delta's free, I think.
Yeah.
It's included, just messaging. But
I'm sure,
it went out the other day on my plane. They announced at the beginning, hey, you're not going to have it the whole flight. And at first I was mad. And then I focused so well on my jokes and my writing.
Yeah.
Because there's no people to text constantly.
And I choose not to. It's a thing. And I think once I get the internet, I'm going to keep doing it and find an excuse to like have to do stuff. But no, it's the best.
You should be able to unplug.
Yeah. So I love plane. I don't care. 9-hour flights. Sign me up. I'm fine.
And
I don't mind it.
You're fine with turbulence?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I love it. I kind of love it.
You're more
actually.
alpha than me. You're more alpha than
literally, it gives you a little tinkle. I like it. No, I don't know. It's fine. I think I've just taken so many flights now.
Yeah.
You got to remind yourself, okay, there's turbulence all the time. How many planes do crash? How many take off?
When I get nervous, I say there was 50,000 domestic flights today that landed just fine.
Yeah.
I think when I got pregnant, something changed. I never thought about turbulence. I never even went like, ooh, I just was in my zone.
Right.
And ever since having a baby, I think it's because the stakes are really high now.
Got it. Yeah.
It's like something changed with flying. I never even was nervous before.
Interesting.
So that's something. And the pilots always say, they're like, the most dangerous thing is driving to the airport.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'd still feel grounded on the ground.
That makes sense. I mean, it's a pretty reasonable fear to have, I guess.
Yeah. You're
but when I was in Vegas and I was staying at a hotel where I could see the airport, I'm not kidding you not, every 60 seconds a plane took off. I was like, that many?
I can't
the whole day.
believe how they
every minute literally the planes were like
they're all like next to each other in the sky. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
How do we?
It's scary though. One time I was on the plane and I saw another airplane and it just like passed by. That's a crazy sight.
It was really close.
Not too close, but I've never seen another because the speed. You don't realize how fast you're going.
like
you
500
know,
miles an hour. 600
yeah, like 1,000
sometimes.
kilometers. Some planes
Yeah.
are 900 kilometers, and then
Of course,
times
kilometers.
2 because yeah.
Wow. Boom. Well,
I like flying. I feel, but the one thing I get distracted about on the plane, I don't watch TV or anything in general, but on the plane I don't really. So then I always, when I'm writing stuff, I always like secondhand watch what other people have on their screens.
Oh.
So I've seen the whole movie Get Out on mute. And I was locked in. What a great movie!
Locked in.
But I didn't hear a single word what they said.
Hilarious.
I just watched it based on the images.
That is
and I
why-
think I got the story. Get Out, I saw it. It was cool. But one time I was very mad. This woman in front of me, she was watching what's the Creed, the boxing movie with Michael B. Jordan and Jonathan Mayers, and it was such a great movie. And the final fight, and I was watching. I was locked in. She was in the seat in front of me, and then she turned it off.
a bitch. What?
I was really mad, and I was gonna say something, but yeah. I felt like
Should've
she
been
was.
like,
I felt like blue
"Hello."
balls. You know. I felt like.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why I got a privacy screen now, because I was like, I can't.
Oh,
have
like when
people-
you-
Yeah.
oh,
You can't
okay.
even like see from the side at all.
Yeah.
How to hit that? Yeah. Okay, so what do you think of the current state of comedy right now? Do you think I know some comedians are afraid of cancel culture, like you said, but I also feel like we're going through this transition of the opposite effect of people really going for it and trying to be edgy.
Yeah.
And
I think it's great. Comedy's
Yeah.
great right now.
I think, it's a great
people
time to be a
say,
comedian.
"Oh, you can't say anything anymore." I have a lot of Uber drivers I have these conversations with. They're like, "Man, I'm so sorry for you. Can't say anything." I was like, "I can say anything, literally." I mean, right now is probably, if anything, I mean, you know, the whole thing with cancel. I mean, it swung very far in one direction,
Yeah.
and now it kind of overcompensated. You know, with Kill Tony, where it almost went too far, in my opinion. But I think a healthy medium is where we should be. You know, you shouldn't just blatantly insult somebody, unless they're French. But I think
Unless they
we're
call you
good.
huge.
Like I make edgy jokes now. I'm leaning so much more edgy, and people get behind it. And people always say, "Oh, I did shows in Portland, like a couple days ago." I did very edgy jokes that are, I mean, they're
Pushing the boundary.
They're pushing about like racially and stuff like that. But people were behind it.
Have you
And I
ever
loved
gotten somebody come up to you after this show saying it was too far?
You know what? One time.
That's
by the
really
way,
small.
By the
That's
way,
a really small percentage.
well, yeah, I don't know. There's probably more people. One person that came up to me, and here's the thing: it was a Jewish person, and Jewish people are the people who have the best sense of humor, in my opinion. The darkest sense of humor. I was shocked when I did my first show in front of a Jewish audience. I've done some in the US, in New York, and then for Jewish shows or predominantly Jewish shows, and then also when I did Tel Aviv, I was shocked because at first I was like, "Oh, I can't do any like German jokes about Jewish people, my Jewish wife, or the Holocaust, or any Nazi jokes." They were dying. They loved the Nazi. Yeah, right when I said it, I was like, I killed y'all. I crushed
I hope you
it,
didn't
man.
do the show in
Yeah.
a chamber, right?
I put the room on fire. Yeah, it was incredible. Yeah. I was shocked by that. I got a note from a person in Tel Aviv, and they gave me a note on a receipt, and it was a note with notes from our comedy, which there's nothing more Jewish than that. And they gave me a note, and it said, "Mari, very fun. This joke was very funny about Trader Joe's, but please, more Nazi jokes. Just go for it." And I was like, you guys are really... But it makes sense, right? You deal with tragedy and with darkness, but you have comedy to deal with it.
Yeah.
So I was shocked by that.
And that's the beautiful thing about comedy is when you really go there, the outcome you get the feedback, and it's actually better than you expect sometimes.
Yeah. And then one time there was a guy who was, I think he was just a little sissy. I don't know. I made a joke and it was not even bad. And it was in Detroit, and I was opening for somebody. And he came up to me after, and he was, while the show was going on, he was saying, "Oh, that's very inappropriate because I made a joke about, I just bought what was the joke? I bought a engagement ring for my wife, my Jewish wife, and I went to Berlin to get it because I wanted to give her because she wanted a vintage ring. So I went to Germany and I got her a vintage engagement ring, and I made a joke from the 1960s because it was from the 60s, and I made a little joke like that, and then he was
who
like,
made it?
Huh?
Like about who made the ring or something?
Yeah, something like that. A small kind of, it's just right there. And it was more like it's not even a joke I wrote. It was
a
more
little
like,
tag.
"Hey, I'm actually, after Detroit, I'm actually going to fly to Berlin to find an engagement ring for my Jewish wife. How beautiful. And I got her a ring, and then I made the joke up on the fly. It was like a little throwaway, and then this guy got so offended because he's saying, you know, my family and the Holocaust, blah, blah. And then, but nobody else agreed with him. Like nobody.
Oh, he said it out loud.
He said it out loud. He was heckling me. He heckled me, right? Which is something I never hear. Also, my crowds are so well behaved. It's awesome. They're pretty educated.
Your crowds are really educated, intellectual.
Yeah, they're smart and they're never too rowdy. Not too many hecklers. So it's chill. But that was the one time, and then I had a whole conversation with that person after. I was like, hey, I want to make sure that you're okay. I know I made you feel uncomfortable with this. And then we talked it out and it was fine. But yeah, he was like a male Karen a little bit. Yeah.
There's a few of those.
You know. But that was the only time, honest. I can't think of any other times where somebody was really offended or upset.
That's a really good ratio. Really good ratio.
Hell yeah.
My ratio is really low too. Sometimes when I do Melania Trump, I don't know why I just went like this. Sometimes when I do Melania Trump, I'll get a couple comments like leave her alone. But leave her alone.
But you can punch up
like
more.
2 people.
Yeah. Who says leave Melania? I've never heard that before.
I mean, I'll click on the picture and it's exactly what you think it looks like. And they're just like, leave her alone. She's gorgeous. And I'm like, I'm lightly roasting. Like, yeah.
It's fine. You can punch up. I mean, you know, all the people in public figures, I feel like, you know, what are you going to do?
They love the impressions. Yeah. So let's play No Cap with Nat. Can I get our cap?
With Nat.
No cap with Nat. We're going to
look at that.
Reach in and we're going to get...
the most Gen Z thing I've ever heard.
Personal. Is it Gen Z? Yeah.
I guess no cap is like a Gen Z term, right?
You're going to go first.
So what is this?
You'll see. You're just going to respond to the prompt.
All right, cool.
And we're going to see who's...
Such a cute game. I love it. All right, let's do this one. Biggest misconceptions about you. People think I'm a douchebag fuckboy.
That is wild because you're instantly so kind.
Yeah, but I think I look like a douchebag.
Do you think other comedians think that? Or
yeah, I think so. People are always, I mean, I have a joke, but people are always like, they look at me and they go, oh man, I bet you drowning in pussy. You know,
that's so odd to me.
And I'm like, drowning? I mean, I was well hydrated, but drowning? I don't know what you're talking about, you know? Yeah. And I mean, this is a true thing. This is part of my new hour, but I sometimes felt, so this is a joke I have where I'm like, okay, I felt the pressure to hook up with a lot of girls, and I was not that person naturally, right? And I'm happily married now, so sometimes when I was younger, I'd sex with a girl, not because I wanted to, but because I wanted to get the validation of my male friends.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm literally bros before hoes.
That's deep. Yeah. Just so you could go back to your guy friends and be like, hey.
Literally, I was having sex with her. I was like, oh, Ryan's going to be so proud of me. He's going to love this.
And you were like, I don't feel connected. This doesn't feel real. Like it feels better to be in a relationship.
I did want a lot of acceptance from other guys. Yeah. Right. Like when I lived in Peru when I was younger, when I was 15 years old, I did a year abroad in South America, and there was all this machismo, and they're all like, Mara, you're such a little marica alemán, like a little, you know, means like, you know, a little German pussy, and then I was like, okay, guys, I got it, and then, you know, I would do things to be liked by guys
and hit on.
Yeah. So
what feels more natural to you is like being in a good relationship, committed.
Yeah, and I was never a guy who went out to the bars and is trying to hit on as many girls as possible. For me, it was more like less like hunting, more like fishing. You know, I'm just standing there, and if somebody comes to me, dope, great. Yeah. You know, but I was never that fuckboy. But I know I look like it. So
that's so rare. Yeah, it's hard for me to say that you look like it just because I instantly thought you were so kind. But
so when you first saw me on stage with the Borat mankini that was sparkling, you were like, "What a kind guy."
I was like,
just look at him. You're not talking to me.
I said, "What a kind, maybe my future gay friend." Because I love.
No, that's usually what it's
first
like,
thought, and then I think someone was like, "Oh, they're together." I was like, "Okay, great."
Okay. And the gay thing too, I guess.
Yeah.
People think I'm a fuckboy and or gay. If they think if I'm not gay, then I'm a fuckboy. And if you're gay, then you're automatically a fuckboy, I feel like. Yeah. I would have been a great gay guy.
You would.
I think so.
You would have been.
Yeah.
Very committed, very loyal, great with your calendar. You take care of your skin, your health, you work out.
Yeah. I love the gay I mean, I have a lot of gay friends. When I was modeling, all my friends are gay. So, you know, it just came with the
Any crazy territory. Stories from modeling that stick out to you?
So many.
Yeah.
So many.
I know that world is wild.
I mean, just so much. I mean, to be real, like it's my new hour is about, I'm going to Edinburgh Fringe Festival. I talk about like sexual assault and stuff like that as a man. Because that's so real. Like so many gay guys are, because if you're a guy, you don't speak up about it because you're a straight guy.
Yeah.
And if you say something, you're not straight anymore. So there's a whole thing, and I think people take advantage of that and that power dynamic.
And the double standard that it does happen to men.
Sure.
And I think in the last few years, more men have opened up about their experiences in the industry. And I think the more that open up, the more it helps other people feel less alone, feel less. Anytime anyone, man or woman, opens up about it. I mean, I've experienced some terrible things, and I haven't been like assaulted exactly, but just more so like verbally and creepy things.
Oh yeah, I've been like
creepy things.
Yeah. I think with women now, I think people are actually more, which is good, more aware after like Me Too and Harvey Weinstein and all that stuff. But with men, I think there's still this like, you can just do whatever. Because there's a guy, like, this is all, some stories are really funny though. Like, this guy literally he was like, I was doing an underwear photo shoot in New York, and he'd be like, hey mate, do you mind if I quickly adjust your underwear? And I was like, sure man, go ahead. Because I thought I should adjust my waistband a little bit. The dude literally walks up to me. He like pulls my underwear to the front. He grabs my penis, pulls on it, like lengthens it, adjusts it, puts it down again, closes the underwear. Like a cashier
like
at Trader
didn't do
Joe's.
Anything.
Yeah, no, he just adjusted, but it was for like, he said, can I adjust it? I thought he was going to like, like a stylist, like,
Whoa.
oh, can I adjust your collar? He literally just lengthened the thing, put it down again, like he lengthened it. I was like, oh, thank you. I know it was a little shriveled. I don't know. It was just
and you're so nice that at first you're like, oh, thank you. And then on the inside, you're like, ew, what just happened?
I know. I was like, and I'm not a confrontational person, but in that moment, I just really wanted to confront him and ask him why he did that. So later that night when we're in bed, I was like, hey man, what was that about? Jokey joke. No, but there's that thing, and here's the weird thing. It's a validating in a way though, because so many people reject you, right? You go to modeling, you go to 20 castings to get one job on average. So you get so many no's. So if somebody like, I didn't want this guy to touch me, but I was like, at least he lengthened my dick, out of all these beautiful people.
It's giving me Baby Reindeer right now.
Yeah, literally.
Was that the show? Wait,
I'm doing Baby Reindeer. Yeah.
Yeah, I had to turn. I had to turn it off at a certain episode because I was like, it's too much.
Oh, Baby Reindeer! I saw the whole thing.
I haven't gone through.
Have you seen the? Because the beginning is about the stalking.
I saw the scenes when it got real.
Yeah.
And I had to stop watching. It just brought up kind of like sadness in me, and just like I can't believe people go through this. It was deep, but it needed to be told.
Yeah, and I'm doing a show for Edinburgh Fringe where he started his show for a Baby Reindeer. Mine's still gonna be comedy. I'm a comedian first, but I still want to touch on this subject. And when you can make rape funny, it's the best thing in the world. The tension is so high, and I do it and I have a joke about that, and it's so funny when it's. I'm so proud of it because
I'm sure you've been crafting it.
Oh my God, but it's the best thing when you have something that's so, there's nothing that makes people more tense. Like I'd rather make Holocaust jokes in Israel than talk about sexual assault.
Wow.
Because it's more, I don't know, it's so real, right? And so many people are affected, especially women, right? I think most women can relate to it in some way, right? Of being sexualized or whatever that means. But when the tension is created in the room, when you could break it, it is powerful. It really is a beautiful thing.
When you can hit them with that twist, that unexpected.
And when you bring them out of their tension and you can release that and get it's a cool thing energetically that happens. So
yeah. I'm glad you could share your experience too, because a lot of people need to get justice in this industry. What up? Okay, I'll go now.
Okay, you go now. Yeah. No cap.
No cap
with Nate.
Best joke you've ever told. I think that there's a few, but definitely whenever I talk about being first generation to immigrant parents.
Yeah, it's relatable.
And I do a Russian accent. Yeah. They love it.
People love that.
People love the accent.
I didn't know they would like that.
Well, you're not first generation. You're
zero generation.
You're zero. You immigrated here.
I'm an immigrant. Yeah. Fresh off the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, I came here 6 years ago. But yeah, it's funny because I never knew. Did you know that people would find it interesting? Because I thought it was nothing interesting about being German. I thought it was the most boring thing ever.
It's the most amazing thing about you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And I thought
there's nothing else.
When I was a kid, you're like,
you got is being German.
You got validation. Well, when I was a kid, I was a little embarrassed of my parents' accents because there wasn't a lot of Russians at my school, and now I realize it's the coolest, most unique thing about me.
It's scary too.
Yeah.
There's nothing more scary than a Russian accent. Like I have a joke about how I yell at people in German now, and it's scary, but I'm like, mach dich mal hin jetzt. And then a Russian comes up and just like, and it just goes into my soul. I'm like,
yeah, it's a lot. And my friends would come over when I was younger. They were like, "Why is your dad yelling?" I'm like, "He's not. He's talking." Like, what?
That's so funny. Yeah, no, but I think it's relatable. Yeah.
That means like fuck your mother. Like it's
beautiful.
like the swear word expressions in Russian. That it's not like we have a term for motherfucker. So like we just have our own. Like fuck your mom. Like that's what I just
That's beautiful.
That's one
I
to
think
just be able to say fuck your mom.
We say the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fick deine Mutter.
You actually do say fuck your fick deine Mutter.
Yeah.
Say it again for me.
Well,
I want to try to get it phonetically.
Okay. Fick deine Mutter.
Fick deine Mutter. Was that pretty good?
You said it scarier. I can't believe it. She just made it with you just said it with a Russian accent. You go, Fick deine Mutter. You know, we have a lot of Russian immigrants in Germany.
Yes.
And that's scary. German with a Russian accent is crazy.
Yes.
Because you know, when you say, ich gehe jetzt zur Schule, which means I'm going to school, in Russian it's like, ja, ich gehe jetzt zur Schule.
Ja, есть
It's
школа.
crazy.
Я иду в школу.
My best friend's Dmitry growing up.
Скажи, я иду в школу.
Schule.
But you're good at the Russian accent, leaning into it. Give me a phrase that I should know in German.
Ich werde immer pünktlich sein.
It just sounds, ich werde immer pünktlich sein.
Yeah, you have a Russian accent that's so funny.
But what did I just say?
You say it, I will always be punctual.
I like that. And
that's like, it's a German constitution. It's kind of like our first article.
I like that.
You know, yours is like right to bear arms, and ours is, we will always be punctual.
We will always be punctual.
But I think people relate, right? People relate to this stuff, whether you were, because I have a lot of people at my shows now. This is kind of crazy. I had a show, it was very emotional in Portland. There was this woman who came up, she was Russian. And I have a lot of immigrants on my show. Not just Germans, but like Russians, Bulgarians, Spanish people, a bunch of French people, like a bunch of immigrant, or like people who have European background. In America, and this Russian woman came up to me and she was like, she could relate. She could relate on my mom's stuff even, because it's immigrant. It's right. Sebastian Maniscalco talks about his Italian family. All the Mexicans could relate. All the Indian people could relate. Right? It's like the thing that we can relate. And a lot of Russians were saying that they can relate on my material about my mom being very unemotional, because Russian parents often are similar in that sense. And
did you get a lot of hugs
more
when
stoic?
you were a kid?
None.
None.
No.
I would watch my American friends get, how was your day? I would walk in the door and it'd be like,
gay. Yeah.
Like, you want to eat?
Yeah.
And I mean, I would get hugs sometimes, but not like, just maybe like cuddles for no reason.
No, there's none of that. So I had to learn to be more affectionate.
Yeah.
Because I was not, physical touch is nothing I ever grew up with, except for the modeling agents who lengthened my penis. Yeah.
I check your waistband.
That's the most physical contact I ever got.
But
he did it, I was like, Mom.
Wow.
Mommy? Yeah.
Mind blown. And this guy is where right now? Who did that?
There's not one guy. I mean, this specific guy, this is, by the way, this is the most harmless story I could tell you.
Because there's worse, yeah.
Oh my God. I can write, most likely, not kidding, I will probably write a book about it at some point.
Do you see a therapist?
No, why would I?
You don't?
No, not right. I mean, yeah, I do have a couple of therapists. I have a life coach.
Okay.
And I was
just curious.
And I work through a lot of this stuff. I mean, especially with the sexual assault, because, that's what made me asexual too. I didn't have sex for like 2 years probably. Yeah.
Because it was after that.
And I could have, trust me, I could have, but
Yeah. Because I think you're really open with your feelings. You're talking about male relationships and being vulnerable and feeling. So I was wondering, but that's great. You have a life coach. I do too.
It's cool. It's different from a therapist.
It is different.
Because we talk a lot of business.
You can
too.
still vent, but it's very solution oriented.
It's very solution oriented. It's not dwelling in the past. It's like, hey, what? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I do a good amount of venting with him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do a good amount of venting.
That's my impression of you venting in Russian.
While I'm eating herring. While I'm eating herring. Okay, we'll do one more each from No Cap with Nat.
Your handwriting is not great. Has Madonna ever commented on you for stealing her tooth gap? Oh, that is from me specifically. I feel like you don't have a tooth gap.
That's for you.
No, she never commented. I'm not that famous yet. No.
I feel like a lot of models rock it, and it's such a good like high fashion.
What's so funny? When I was a kid, I was bullied for having a gap between my teeth, and I was insecure about it. So I saw a dentist. I saw what's it called, a Kieferorthopäde. How do you say Kieferorthopäde in English? Like the guy, not the dentist, but the guy for braces and stuff like that. Orthodontist?
Orthodontist,
yeah. So, and they did a surgery to cut my band, like to cut the lip band. Because it's supposed to bring my teeth together instead of having braces. and they failed. It never worked.
Wow.
But then when I started modeling, ironically,
They loved it?
it became my brand. I booked so many jobs where casting directors would tell me that they booked me for this magazine or this job because I had a gap. Yeah,
I
and
see
because I
that
let them
a
lengthen my
lot.
dick also. But but the dick gap.
You got a dick gap and a tooth gap.
It's a Freudian slip. The tooth gap was it's funny. That's why the message is, when you're insecure about something, don't be.
That is...
Lean in, and maybe it's going to become...
Your insecurity is your biggest thing. And actually, I, as a kid, a couple girls on the playground made fun of my legs too. So when that French guy called
Yeah.
my legs huge, it all circled back. And I feel like now what's trending is like having thicker legs.
Yeah.
And just like being thicker is like
Yeah.
more in now.
More
And I'm like, oh, that's my
Yeah.
my superpower. I wish I leaned into this more.
Great.
I wish I,
Yeah.
and I actually like the industry, I think has changed a lot for women with body acceptance and everything like
The
that.
Kardashians have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
they helped my case
Yeah.
a lot.
God bless.
I was always confident, but yeah, I definitely got like, you got made fun for the teeth. I got
Yeah.
made fun of for my legs, which is like, you're probably like, what the hell? I've never.
Yeah, 100%.
But
It
kids
is. Mm-hmm.
are ruthless.
Yeah. Yeah. Look
I'll
at
do
that.
one more.
Embrace your
Yeah.
uniqueness. How beautiful.
How beautiful.
How beautiful.
Ever hooked up with someone of the same sex? No, I haven't.
Cool.
You're looking at me like you don't believe me.
No, I mean, define hook up. Like kiss somebody?
Well, wait, this is for me, not you.
I know, but like, no, I'm asking you though.
We already know you have. No, I haven't. Well, okay, in 7th grade, I made out with this girl to impress this boy that I had a crush on.
See? That's me.
But does that count as
Stop
hook
doing
up? Yeah, it was to impress this guy.
But
that
hook up, what does hook up? I'm genuine question. What
I
does
think
hook up
that
mean in English?
maybe to me lately, hook up means anything more than make out, like any of the
Right.
bases to sex.
Right.
What do you think of what hook
Well,
up
I
means?
thought it was definitely more than that. I thought it was,
I feel like
a little-
making out
maybe
doesn't
a
count as hookup.
Maybe a little lengthen. A little
Yeah,
just,
there was
you
no
know.
lengthening, but I
block.
wanted to impress this guy. It was in 7th grade,
Yeah.
and it was on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I think
And
that's
so we
also-
were in front of him, the
Yeah.
guy and we were just like, let's make out while the roller coaster is going. And then
so
he
funny.
and then I think I dated him after that, so it worked.
Yeah, I mean, that'll do the job.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I get it. So here's what I've done. I remember I was going out with my friend when I was in Peru. He came back. I remember we would talk to these girls, and we were like, "Hey, if we kiss each other, will you kiss him?" Kind of thing. Oh. And then I kissed my friend that they could, And
So you kinda did a game.
I didn't do it for the love of the game, and I did it for him.
Were you drinking?
I think so.
I
but
feel
not-
like when
not really.
alcohol's involved, all that
but it
stuff
was like a
gets.
silly game because it was similar, but we're probably like 15, 16.
How about
something.
spin the bottle? Was that a thing in Germany?
Yeah, we did that. Yeah.
What would that be called?
Yeah, Flaschendrehen.
Flaschendrehen. That sounds like flush and drain.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess, or I don't know. It's in Europe. Truly, it's also not a big deal. Like if you kiss a dude, it's whatever. Like there's no, we don't put labels on it as
Yeah.
much. It's like whatever.
They're less labely.
We already look so gay. So,
Yeah.
this is fine. Nobody cares.
I like-
Truly, yeah. In America, it's different, and that's why I have a theory. I have this new joke about football, where I think football is so popular because straight guys need to do gay things, and where it's socially acceptable. And football is like in a straight way so gay,
Yeah.
and it's all about masculinity and getting together and ass slapping and all this stuff, And
There's
we
a lot
don't
of
have
ass
football
slapping.
because we already are a little more gay in real life.
I feel that way about boxing when I see them like
Wrestling
hugging.
is
I'm like,
so
what
gay.
is going
Yeah.
on? They're just
Do you know in
hug-
wrestling they have an oil check? Do
what
you know what that
happens
is?
there? Do
when you need to leverage to grab somebody, there's a move where you put your thumb into the crevice of their butt.
Whoa.
Like
oil check.
Yeah.
And it's a legal move to do in
it's
the
a legal
game.
move in wrestling. Yeah.
Wow.
The Russians are great at it.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
oil checks are my thing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Beef liver and oil check.
Boy, beef liver
Yeah.
and herring.
That should be the name of my podcast.
This episode is called Beef Liver and Oil Checks. So you can catch Mario on his Superior World Tour.
Sounds so good. Yes. Yeah. MarioAdrian.com for my tour dates. I'm coming everywhere.
Coming everywhere. He's coming everywhere. All
Watching
over
you
the
drive
world.
all the regions.
He's one of the greats. He is going to be future legend. You already are in your own regard. And this was the nitty gritty where we got into the nitty gritty. Thank you
yeah.
for tuning in, you guys.